Did this help at all? Let's see. There we go. That looks a lot better. I'm not getting an error anymore. Now it says excellent. Okay. Let me just make sure I can see this now. Hello, welcome back. Okay, no, I'm still seeing the old one. There. Okay. Now, let me just make sure that I can actually hear what's happening here. Okay. That sounds good. I'm just checking. There's a lot of delay on this, though. Hold on. Okay, but it is working, so that's good. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, okay, so for some reason my network card doesn't always work, but Sims is open, so let me make sure. Let me switch over to that. Just gonna turn down the volume on my laptop. Okay. So, I'm just looking at the kits today because I don't have time to look at the expansion pack as well. But there's 2 kits that came out today with the expansion pack. So that is the in a bundle. I think you can get them separately. So that is the Silver Screen Style Kit and the Tea Time Solarium Kit. So let's take a look here. And it says, for the Silver Screen Style, bold, beautiful, and dangerous. Look confident and capable in sparkling jewelry, a faux fur trimmed coat, and sleek shoes, in addition to gowns and suits that create classic silhouettes. And look the part. Embody an unstoppable persona. Dress for the moment you discover a scandal, reveal your secret plot, or get away with your prize. These are dramatic looks for when you want to feel iconic. And the next one is the Tea Time Solarium Kit. Gatherings in glass. Design a social space that is not quite outside, yet separate from the bustle of your house. With windowed walls, a flowering trellis, and a discreet rock-shaped speaker, you can craft the perfect spot to spill the tea with friends. And tasteful and tasty. An elegant tea party requires a beautiful space, good conversation, and, of course, tea, as well as other refreshments. This collection features a delicate tea set and treat tray that are both functional and lovely to look at, as well as a new banquet table. Hello, Ninja. Alright, so I'm not going to play with that particular one. Thought I had... Maybe I just called... maybe it's just this one. But I'm going to take a look at the Create-A-Sim first. Now, I know some people got early access and they've been taking a look at it, but I didn't get that, and I want to show everything in a lot more detail than what I've seen. Alright, so, since we have a male sim up here, let's take a look at the stuff for the masculine frame sims. So first of all, we didn't get any new hair. So this is showing up here as new hair, but that's because I got the expansion pack as well. So let's go down here. But we do have a hat. So Ninja Guy, I know you don't play The Sims really, but there is a lot of content for The Sims. So we got a hat. And it's, I believe this is a fedora. So it comes in like a nice dark brown. We've got a beige, dark green, navy. We've got a light blue, pink. Oh, it's got two-tone pink. That's nice. I'll go with the light pink or the darker pink. Gray. We've got black, white, and we've got a black one with pinstripes. And then we've got this dark burgundy red one with pinstripes. And we've got this orangey brown one with pinstripes. That's nice. I'm just going to take this off for a bit so we can see the face better. Yeah, this is why I would play this game and nothing else. There's enough here, enough new content to keep me always engaged with it. So, alright, so we have a pair of glasses here. So we have a lot of different, let's see, there's 10 different swatches here. So we have gold one, and then we have the gold one with tinted lenses. And then we have a brighter gold. So maybe that one was more of like a bronze. And then, again, with the tinted lenses. We've got silver with tinted lenses. Silver with not tinted lenses. And then it's kind of a greenish color. It's kind of maybe hard to see, but it is actually like a kind of a dark green. And again with the tinted lenses for sunglasses. And then we have black, also with the two different lenses in it. There's no other accessories here. And I don't think there's anything under the makeup either. We'll just go down here and check. No. So let's go look at the clothing, and I'm going to look at the full body outfits first. So let's take a look. So there are 4 outfits here for the masculine frame sims. So this one is a suit with a coat over top, a long coat. We have 3 long coats in this one, so that's kind of neat. So anyways, we have this navy and blue, and then we have this one with a gray coat and then a beige pinstripe suit. We have a blue coat with a dark gray pinstripe suit. And then we have white on white with a kind of a pale pink lining there and tie. It's also pinstripe, but it might be a little harder to see because the colors are so similar. And then we have a white coat with a gray suit. This one is not pinstripe. It's tweed, but it's not pinstripe. And then we have a dark gray with a kind of a reddish pink burgundy suit. And we have a kind of a pea green one with a dark gray soup. So, sorry, it reminds me of pea green, like pea soup, pea green, with a gray suit. All right, here we go. Here's a beige one with a gray suit underneath. And then we have a darker brown one with a light gray suit. And here is a beige coat with a dark blue suit. And, oh, this one's a multicolored one. So we have kind of a light pink coat with a cream colored vest and jacket, and then like darker brown pants. And then we have black on black with a gray tie. That's a very nice tie. And then next we have a trench coat. Can't see much of the suit underneath. So we have a light brown trench coat. We have a green one. We have a fully white suit here with coat and white pants. We have a kind of a darker brown one with some plaid pants. And I think these actually match the pants we'll see later on. So we have like a burgundy jacket here with gray plaid pants, and then we have a blue one with, again, the gray plaid. A light blue coat with some beige pants. We have a light green one, very like pastel green jacket here. And then we've got a very light pink jacket. And we've got a cream jacket with some brown pants. And then we've got gray, so a light gray, kind of a lighter gray jacket and darker gray pants. And then black jacket, black pants. Okay. And then we have this coat, which is like a more of a winter coat with fur lined, and he's got a cravat, or it's a scarf, but it's tied like a cravat, it looks like. And this is a tweed, so if I zoom in, you might be able to see the texture here. The little diagonal line. So it's like a tweed coat. Oh, and the pin on this is actually 3D too. I like that. The buttons are not, but the pin is 3D. Alright, so we've got this orangey red one, and then we've got a plain burgundy. This is more of a purple color with black cravat, and French is a tie. Okay. Yeah, in English it's a way of tying a tie, or like a certain type of tie. I actually checked an ascot and a cravat are the same type of tie, just tied differently. So anyway, so here we are with the more purple one. And then we've got more of a red or like a burgundy. So that's brown, dark burgundy. That one's more reddish burgundy or like a raspberry color. And then here we've got a green one. That's kind of that pea green again. And then we've got this kind of more of a sage green one. And with a pattern on the tie or the scarf up here as well. So here we have a light blue one. This one is white. It's got the same pattern on the scarf. So it's white with some gray details. And then this one is a black plaid, it looks like, or dark gray and black. It also has a pattern tie up here. All right. And then this is our fourth full outfit. We have this one, which is just the pants with suspenders over top of a shirt. So I think this pack is very kind of 30s or 40s themed, like the silver screen. That's what it's based off of. So here we have, that was a kind of a reddish brown, and then we have like a more of a cream light pink color. And this is gray with a nice green shirt. And here is a blue one with the blue one with a gray shirt. Gray with a light blue shirt. Sorry, with that little pop-up, I've been having trouble with the EA app today. It keeps crashing. But even if it's crashed, since we're in the game right now, that shouldn't be a problem. All right. And here, this is a green pants with a yellow shirt. It's kind of interesting color combination with the two different greens and the tie and the pants. And then here we have some white pants with a darker green top and kind of a bronze colored tie. And we have light brown with a pink top. And then these ones are dirty. They look like work pants or something. So we have the dirty swatch, and it's a brown with a white top. Is it? No, I think that's the only one of that color. Okay. And then this one, yeah, so this one is black pants with a light blue top. And again, it's got this dirty, like dirt on the knees. And then we've got the white on white here. White and cream, actually. And then we've got this one, so like the dark gray or black with a gray, dark gray shirt, black tie, black suspenders. And let's grab some pants here. Oh, I need to do my tags again. Okay. Filter by pack. So there is only one set of bottoms for the masculine frame. And it is these pants. So we have the brown pinstripe, blue pinstripe, gray pinstripe, and actually let's turn around. I got one pocket on the back. Okay. And then we've got black and gray houndstooth. Houndstooth is definitely not my favorite pattern. Here it is in black and white. This one actually gives me a bit of a headache to look at, so let's switch off of that quickly. So then we've got gray on and gray plaid. And then this is like a purple with a light purple and gold plaid pattern. And then this is green with dark green and brown plaid. Plain pink, plain blue, white, and black. So that's kind of just a basic, what do you call it, dress pants. And let's take a look at the tops. Never understood why houndstooth pattern got to be popular. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know the history of it. But ever since I was little, it has always given me a headache, so I try to avoid it if I can. Alright, so we've got 4 tops here. And so this one is a suit jacket and tie. So we have the blue pinstripe, the gray pinstripe, the gray plaid, brown pinstripe, gold and purple. Okay, so if you're familiar at all with Canadian hockey and Don Cherry, this is kind of the thing I would expect him to wear, is bright colors like the purple and gold together. So, yeah, commentator for years and years. All right, and so here we have the green plaid, the dark houndstooth, the light houndstooth, a nice solid pink. This has got a black shirt. Usually, most of the pink stuff in this game has white as an accent color, so the black is kind of interesting. So we've got the light blue one here, and then we've got the white one with a different. This is a different pattern on the tie than we've seen before. This is like a more of a plaid tie. And then here's the black one. Again, it has the same pattern on the tie. So. And then we have a like a bomber jacket. So we have like a light brown, and then we have a dark brown. And then more of a beige. So let's see. This kind of looks like it would be like a leather texture there. And then we have like an orangey one. And then we have a light beige. We have light blue, dark green, white. And that's a kind of a lighter blue and black. Ooh. The shirt, the black one's pretty sharp there. So, and that goes really nicely with the pants too. I think all of these tops will go nicely with the pants. All right, so here we have a kind of fancy jacket with a scarf, and the texture on this is really neat. It's kind of got a little bit of a shimmer to it, just when the light hits it. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a silk or like a shiny velvet or something. Very nice. And we've got a little bow tie up here as well. So there's like a burgundy. We have red. This is more like an orange color. Green. So shiny. Then we've got a blue one here. I like that color of blue. And we've got a light blue one. And then we've got this cream one with a purple scarf. We've got an orangey brown one. We've got more of a dark brown here. And even that's got quite a shimmer on it. And then we've got like a silvery gray. And then we have black with a blue scarf. And white with a white scarf and black bow tie. Black buttons. And even has, it's harder to see on the white one actually, but it even has some of the shimmer on it. And then last here we have a layered shirt. Again with that tie here. And this one has the sleeves rolled up. So we have this in this kind of orange and green plaid. And then here we have like a red and burgundy plaid. Yellow and light blue. And look at the tie matches the blue stripes on the plaid there. And then we've got a green and pink plaid. And again, the pink tie matches the stripe. And then this time, it's not the tie that's patterned. It's actually the shirt underneath. So we have a light blue one here. And we have a brown one. And there's a green one. There's the striped shirt and a patterned tie. A blue one with a patterned shirt underneath. And then this one's just all solid color. This is like an orangey color. We have a gray one, solid gray. A white one with a yellow shirt underneath and a gray and white patterned tie. And then the black one with a gray shirt and a different shade of gray on the tie. So there is that. And then let's look at the accessories. So we have two things here. We have a pair of gloves and we have some rings. So let's take a look at these gloves. So if I do the fingernails, we can zoom in. So these are like leather gloves with some stitching along the back. And the little tab here on the wrist to adjust the size there. These are nice looking leather gloves. Okay, let's go back to the gloves. And so we've got kind of that orangey brown color. And then we've got like a dark brown. And then a darker brown. I can't really zoom in a whole lot while I'm looking at the screen, unfortunately. And we've got like a cream color. Red. Wow, that's a very bright red. Dark green, dark blue. And then we have like a dark gray, a light gray, white, and black. And we'll have to take those off because we can't see rings with gloves on. And again, I'll zoom in. So this is what the ring set looks like. Rings on every finger there. So we have the gold rings. We have ones that are pink. So these are kind of a pink metal with a ruby and pink. I don't know. I can't remember what the pink gem is called. And then this one is kind of more of a light blue. I just have to keep switching back and forth. At least there's not that many of these. There's a red one with some rubies on 3 of the rings. And then there's a green one here as well with some emeralds. Okay, so this one actually has different types of metals mixed together. There's like a gold, there's a bit of like a lighter gold, some silver. This one's black, so it's kind of a rainbow. And then this one is all black metal with some black gems in there. And then this one is all like silver with white gems. So, all right. And then there's some shoes. So there's these kind of fancy dress shoes. I think they're called saddle shoes. I'm not 100% certain on that. But nicely stitched, different colors there. So we've got the brown and white, black and white, which has a little piece of gold in it as well. More of an orangey brown. This one is, whoops. So this one is navy with, I can't really zoom in on the feet. So this one's navy with like a kind of a gold or dark brown here, and then red laces. And then this one is black with a little bit of like a dark gray. This one is kind of like a brownish gray. I'm not sure how you would describe this color. It is brown, but it's like a very gray brown. And then this one's just solid brown. So it's not the two colors. And then this one is the dark brown and the light brown. And then we've got this kind of reddish brown, a lighter brown, a solid black, and a solid white. So I'm going to put black shoes on him. And that is everything for the masculine Sims. I'm just going to pick something random here. And let's give you a name. Powell Grady. Okay. And we'll add another Sim. No, we want a female frame here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to change her hair. Actually, I want to use a hair that's from the new expansion pack. I think this one. This hairstyle just seems to come from the same same era as this pack has. All right. So for headwear, we have the same, like the fedora as before. We also have two other hats. Let's take a look at this hat. Has a little gem on the side of it. And that comes in a light brown, and we've got a dark brown, dark blue with a like a orangey brown trim. We've got dark green, and then this is a very pale sage green. This is red with a bit of burgundy, and we've got a pink one here, and then an orange one, a very dark orange. And then here is a cream colored one. And then we have dark gray. Oh. Okay, that one was green. So that's just gray. And then we have a white one and a black one. And the other one that we have here is a headscarf. And this seems very like 30s and 40s to me as well. I saw one person say it reminded them of Rosalie in the Twilight series when they showed her past. So this scarf has red with some chains and keys and stuff and gold. And then we have a blue one that's the same pattern. And we've got a silvery white one. And then black and red. And then this is polka dots, so we've got like a red and pink one. two-tone blue polka dots. And then this is a solid dark burgundy, if it's solid red, a solid brown, cream, white, and black. So I need to be able to see her ears for this, because there is some jewelry. So we have the same glasses as before. We also have earrings and a necklace. So let's start with the earrings. So the earrings are this kind of flower shape with gems on it. So we have a silver with a pale gold. We've got a light blue. We have a red. So this one's blue in the whole thing, and then this red one here has little diamonds in a star shape here. And then we've got an emerald one, like pink with a darker pink in the middle. And then this is like a diamonds with a darker gold. And then we have just a silver one, and we have a black one that also has little diamond star shape in the middle. And then we have a necklace. Oh, good. I wasn't sure if it would show up over top of this top or not, but here it is. So this is a pearl necklace, which has the same gem in the middle. So we have that in basically light gold. And we have the light blue. We have the reddish one, green, pink, gold and diamond, a silver one, and black, which the pearls also change color. I guess this one has pink pearls. And they do change a little bit the color. Either they're white or kind of cream. Except for the pink ones here and the black one. Okay. And also there's no makeup or anything on here. So let's take a look at the outfits. Again, I want to start with the full body. So we have 4. Okay, so actually, other than the makeup, I think the women, or the masculine and feminine outfits are evenly distributed on this one. So that's nice. All right, see you later, Ninja Guy. Okay, so first we have this pantsuit, 3-piece suit here. Looks very nice. It has a little brooch here at the flower that is 3D. And the chain down here with the watch on it is also 3D. So this is in blue pinstripes, and then we've got the brown pinstripes, a cream pinstripe, and then we've got like a light white and silver one. We've got black pinstripes, solid burgundy, and then like this orangey color with a brown vest underneath. And then this one is the green one. We've got a light blue with pink details on this one. And then there's like this kind of a slate gray. And then we have a light gray or cream. Is it? I think that's a gray, light gray. And then we have a white one here. And then we have a couple of dresses. So first we have this one, and there's a pin on that one too that is also 3D. Oh, the back is kind of nice. I can't see it very well with her hair in the way. Let me remove her hair here. So this has a big bow on the back. It's very nice. So we have that in pale green. And then we have like a light blue, white, a light yellow, pink, red, the darker green, yellow, darker yellow, black, red with polka dots, blue with polka dots, and then a leopard print. Oh, with a black bow. So I guess I should probably look at the bows on the back of these. I think most of these are going to be just all the same color. Yeah. The only big difference is that one with the black bow. And then we have one with a long fur coat over top of a dress. So we have a dark brown coat with a green dress. And I think it's like this, almost the same. So this one looks a little bit softer with a red dress. So we've got pink on pink here, pink coat with a lighter pink dress. More of a yellow gold colored dress with a sage colored, gold colored coat with a sage colored dress. Actually, those two colors look really nice together. And here's a cream one with a pink dress. White with a cream dress. We have a black and black. We have dark brown again with a chevron pattern dress here. They did actually a really nice job matching those patterns up. And then we have the same thing with a light brown beige dress with green details on the buttons and the sash. And then here it is like kind of a brick red plaid. And then a light green plaid. And and the leopard print with black details. So, and one more dress. Now this one seems to be a little bit more modern to me. I don't think they would have had that cut out in the 40s, or like the lace bra showing front and back. But this one is brown with some cream lace. This one is like a dark burgundy with black lace. So this one is red with dark red on the lace. And this one is pink. And then we have the green with a kind of a gold colored lace. And we have sage green with like a sage green and white lace detail. And this one is dark blue, and then the lace detail is like a brighter blue and then like a copper color. And so we have a pale yellow one here. And then this is like a cream colored with a lighter cream lace detail. And then this one is just gray with a slightly different shade of gray on the lace. Solid white and solid black. So let's look at the bottoms, and we have one skirt here. Now I'm just gonna put a top on. There we go. So we have the one skirt here, and it's got a nice pleat at the back here. It's very nice. The belt buckle is not 3D though, unfortunately. Okay, so we have brown, and then pink, red, yellow, cream, and we've got a dark gray, white, black, like a dark gray and light gray plaid, and this one is a blue and red plaid, and this one is like a burgundy and gold, and then we have the houndstooth. And I'm going to switch this to a different color because I don't like looking at the houndstooth. Okay. And so let's take a look at the tops here. So we have this one that she's wearing right now, which has like a... I'm actually not sure what you would call that. It almost looks like a bolero up here, but it's all one piece at the back. So... But it comes in the same colors as the skirt. So we have the brown, pink, red, green, cream, gray, white, black, black plaid, blue plaid, burgundy plaid, and houndstooth. And then this one is just a jacket. It's also got a nice pleat detailing on the back here. So again, it's the same colors. So we have brown, pink, red, green, cream, gray, white, black, black plaid, blue plaid, red plaid, and houndstooth. And then we have a fur coat as well. Actually, there's only 3 tops for the feminine frame sim, so I guess they get only one extra thing than the masculine ones. So we have this nice fur coat over top of a very nice blouse. It looks like it has like a Peter Pan collar on it. So we have brown with burgundy, brown with green. We have a black shirt underneath, cream shirt underneath, and then we have a light blue coat with a cream or white shirt, or maybe it's a very light blue. It's kind of hard to tell. Then we have a very bright pink jacket with a white top. This one I think is supposed to be white on white. And we have black with a red top. We have a zebra print coat with a white top. And the same print but in like orange and brown, so more like a tiger print with a red top. And then we have a leopard print with a black top and a white leopard print with a brown top. So what would look good with this outfit here? I think this one would look nice. And we also have the same gloves and the rings. These are the same rings we looked at already. We can't see those with the gloves on though. And then we also have a pair of shoes. So these are some green ones. And we have red, burgundy, two-tone brown, so like a light brown and a darker brown, cream, light yellow, pink, blue, like a dark blue, sage green with white details. And we have gray and white, and then solid white and solid black. So I'll put those ones on her. Oh, so that was it. So I was wondering if there was any socks or leggings, but I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. Alright, so let's just... Oh, I need a name. Yadira. And this is Grady. There. I'll just make these two a couple. Oh, I want to put her hair back because I really liked her hair. That was one of the new ones. Oh no, there's so much. This one. All right. So that's all that we have from the silver screen style kit. So now I want to take a look at everything that came in the what's it called again? The Tea Time Solarium. So let's take a look. Oh, it's cloudy today. Great. Let's see. Oh, I thought I paused it. Alright, so I'll give them some extra money. Because now we're going to take a look at the build kit. Alright, so let's build a wall here first of all. Let's make it the full length. There we go. And I don't think there's any walls in here. We can check. So no walls, no floors. We do have doors though. So it's just the short doors. And these come in 12 different colors. Wow. So let's take a look at what all the different colors are. Eight, 5, let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we can recolor all of these. So we have that one, that one, that one, that one, white, and black. Okay, so this is the one door. And it has some really nice colors in here. So we have some with the arch design here. And then we've got a couple. So there's 3 that have this detail. So one is just the leaded glass. There's no colors in it. And then these 2 have stained glass on them. And then these 2 are just kind of plain. And then we have black and we have white. And I'm actually going to... Oh, hold on. I'm on Design Tool. I'm just going to make this tall wall height. And then I'll do another wall this way. And hopefully that's enough space. So we can take a look at this one, which is the open doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess we can put 1 here. 10. 11. I need 1 more. I'll just put it here. All right, so let's take a look at all the different colors of these. I think it's the same as the other doors. Oh, they overlap just slightly here. Okay. There we go. So those are all of the doors. And then we have some windows here. So again, these are all short windows. But these actually, like, they sit nicely up here over top of the doors. These ones don't. They're the same height as the doors. So I'll have to do those a bit later here. But let's just get these all down. I think there's 12 of these. I just want to check. Yeah. And then these ones, the double window. All right, I actually haven't been reading the descriptions on these. So it says, this solarium window can hold its own, but if you're looking for a solarium with extra height, use it to extend your floor-to-ceiling windows of the graded doors, which is these ones, I think. And this one says, this solarium double window is yet another ingenious way to extend the height of your solarium. It'll fit over a doorway or over its accompanying double panel to create the solarium of your dreams. So let's take a look here at the colors for these. And these match with the doors really, really well too. It's the same pattern and the same colors. And white and black. Okay, so those are those windows and those doors. And let's do another wall here, I think. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm just going to go up one floor. There we go. All right, so let's get 12 of these down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll get the colors. So these actually look very much like the doors that they match. Even with the stained glass ones look very similar. Different, but similar. And then we have solid white and solid black. And again, let's go above on these ones. That should be enough. All right, so that's 12. And let's change the colors on these as well. So yeah, these are, again, these are all the same, but it's just nice to see everything laid out. All right, and then as far as build items go, there is actually one more thing, and that is a roof pattern. So I have to take that off. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's look at the roof patterns and let's put our filter back on. So, these have some different patterns. So, let's see. We'll just get these all sorted out here. Well, this has more than 12. This actually has 3 more. So, one, 2, 3. Oh, I can't. No, I can't use that. Okay. So we've got white, pink, and this one. So this has a couple of different styles. We have the scalloped ones here and here. We've got the ones that are just the bars, like all of these. So we've got black, light brown, dark green, white, light green. Now, and some of them have this more kind of floral, kind of classic floral design. So from that one, we have white, pink, light green, and black. And then two of them, so this one here, the darker brown one and the white one, have the stained glass design that matches the doors and the windows, more the windows. So that's kind of interesting. I don't think I've seen a glass roof that has a pattern like that in it. So let's take a look at all of the different objects here. Now, some of these objects are like Sims can interact with them, so I'll take a look with the Sims later on. That's why I have them on the lot, to see what all the different interactions are. So we have 12 of this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the Garden Party Dining Chair. Add a touch of pedal-powered pizzazz to your dining experience with the Garden Party Dining Chair, with curves as smooth as a summer breeze and floral designs that make even the garden gnomes jealous. Nature's calling, and it saved you a seat. What time is it? Okay. So let's take a look at the different colors. So this is a lot of pairs of colors. So it was like 2 that match. So these have, they actually have different backs on them, in each of the colors. So there's one that has, each of these has one with a solid colored seat and a flower patterned seat. So we've got like the black ones here. We've got the white ones, the dark green. And then this is kind of more of a, I don't know, copper colored. We've got the pink one here that actually has a striped seat. And then we've got the light green one. And let's see, for the table, there is 11 tables. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this is the lavish lace tea table, perfect for hosting afternoon tea or indulging in whispered secrets. This table is draped in intricate patterns and exudes timeless sophistication. So let's take a look at all the color swatches here. So we have, actually I'm going to switch these around. Make that one and that one. So it has the 2 light green ones. We have just the 1 pink one though. And then we have 2 of these kind of copper colored ones. And I like the lace on here. It's really nice. And then we have 2 dark green ones. We have 2 white ones. And then we have 2 black ones. So the flowered patterns actually match the flowered seats on the chairs really nicely here. And then we have the Garden Party Dining Table, where lace meets grace. This elegant table sets the scene. Where was it? For afternoon teas and soirees. Perfect for hosting elegant gatherings, it's guaranteed to usher in warm laughter and even warmer summer nights. Pull up a chair and let every meal become an upscale celebration. And again, it has 11 swatches on it. So I'm going to put them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's take a look at the swatches here. So these match the ones behind them actually, except that it has a runner down the middle. On most of them, but not all of them. The striped ones don't have runners, and these simple flower ones don't have runners either. They have the really nice lace on them though. That looks like a tatted or a crocheted lace, which I can make both, so. And this one, it looks like it maybe has a fringe on it. Hard to tell. And this is a nice scalloped edging on it. All right, and then next up is I'm going to do the tea trolley next. So the Bountiful Banquet Table. Elevate your Sim's social life with a touch of timeless grace and make any gathering into an elegant affair with the Bountiful Banquet Table. It promises to be the centerpiece of any event as you host lavish dinners and grand celebrations. And again, we've got 11. So let's get these down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So these actually have like a little crease in the middle. Like it looks like 2 tables put together with a tablecloth over top. And there's just a slight little gap in the middle. I like that. That's like that attention to detail that you don't often see in The Sims. Although it does seem to be getting more common. Like the Sims teams are doing a better job. So again, it's the same colors, but with like a solid colored long one underneath. So there are our tables. And this is the Victorian Tea Trolley. Roll into the past with the Victorian Tea Trolley, where elegance meets practicality and gossip flows smoother than Earl Grey. Whether you're hosting afternoon tea or scandalous chatter, just make sure the tea isn't the only thing spilling. So this one has 8 swatches. So all right, so there's 8. So let's take a look at the colors of these. I'm going to put the light green one here. And then I'll just go across here with the rest of these, I guess. This has some different colors that we don't have for the other ones. So we have the light green, the mint green, the black, dark green, pink, bronze, and then we have blue and yellow, and then we also have white. And we have the heirloom tea tray. Generations of giggles and gossip have graced this delightful tea tray. A charming companion for your next tea time, it's seen more secrets spilled than tea. Gather friends, pour your favorite brew, and let this trusty tray be the centerpiece of laughter, lighthearted tales, or guarded whispers. And there is 12 of these, so I'm going to put these on the tables over here. I'll just put them all in the middle. Oh, and there should be one more. Or I'll just put it there. Okay. So the colors on these ones, we have this white and light gold one here. And then we have a mint green one with some gold highlights. We have a pink one with gold highlights. We have a yellow one. And a blue one. So far these are all basically the same pattern, just different colors. And then this one has a flower design on it. And then we have, this actually looks like it would match this table, teal with the flower design. A very bright pink with flower design. So we have a plain purple one, or lavender. This one's kind of like a rainbow one. It's got some teal and some orange and some blue and some pink with a green tea box. And then we have a solid white one and a solid black one. So there's all the tea trays. And the next thing I want to look at actually is the cream and sugar duo. I know it's not next in the list, but I want to look at this one next. So it says, this duo is an iconic partners in crime that'll turn your tea time into a high-stakes affair of indulgence and style. With accents gleaming like whispered secrets, they're ready to make every sip feel like a well-crafted plot twist. Pour wisely. And this one has 12 swatches as well. Can I put this... I wanted to see if I could put it in a different spot on the table and put that beside it. Okay. Oh, and there should be one more. There. Okay. So let's take a look at the colors. So first we have the white and gold one that matches this. And then we have the light mint green one, pink, yellow, and we have blue. And then this one is also white. I think it might be a different shade of gold than the ones down at the other end, though. And then we have the bright blue one here, bright pink. The lavender one here, or violet. I'm not sure what you want to call it. And then that one is the bright blue and pink to match this teapot. And then, oh, what's the wrong thing? Okay, here we have the white one and the black one. So I think this is the first tea and sugar set we have in the game. I'm not 100% certain on that, though. But I don't remember seeing any other ones. Okay. All right, I just need a little drink here. So next is Brew Teaful Blossoms. This enchanting floral arrangement, nestled in a teapot, serves up a delightful blend of vibrant petals and leafy greens, adding a splash of nature and a dash of tea time whimsy to any home. And there are 12 of these as well. So let's put them on the table here. So let's take a look at the colors of these. Actually, I'm going to go this way so we can see them a little bit nicer. So we have this one, it's like a cream and orange. Then we have violet and pink. Light pink and darker pink. Black with red. Bright blue with gold flowers. Light blue with bright dark pink. So we have white and white. And this is a blue patterned wallpaper, which I think may actually match something from the Royalty and Legacy pack. It kind of reminds me of one of the papers in there. I haven't taken a close look at that one yet, but that's what it reminds me of. And then we have green, same pattern with purple flowers, and actually it's a darker green foliage too. And then here we have a dark pink with purple flowers. And we have like a light mint green with pink flowers and yellow with purple flowers. So there's some actually subtle differences in the foliage colors, because that's more of a yellow green and that's more of like a truer green, and then that one's very dark and that one's almost like a blue green. So there is a little bit of difference in the foliage colors. I like that. It gets boring when it's always the same color over and over again. All right. So actually, I want to keep on with the items on the tables. So let's take a look at the tasty tea time treats. Indulge your Sims with a delightful assortment of elegant pastries and sandwiches that will elevate any afternoon gathering. Whether hosting a garden party or enjoying a quiet moment, this exquisite two-tiered stand promises to turn tea time into a cherished event. And there is 12 colors of this. So, the only spot I can put it on this table is right in the middle. So let's put them on here. And then one more. Where should I put this one? I guess I'll just put it here for now. So let's take a look at the colors for this one. So we have this kind of cream colored one. And then we have a white with that kind of very light mint green. And then we've got mint green with a gold pattern. You've got pink one with a light gold pattern. Yellow. And there's a bit of a yellow pattern, but because it's on a yellow and white, it's hard to see. And then we have light blue. White with a light gold, I think. And we have a black and gold one there. We have a flower patterned one here. Another flower patterned one. And then we have like a pink and light blue one there. And then the last one over here is black and gold. And actually, I'm going to move this over here beside this table. And I'll just put another one of these over here. There we go. And this is the last table item. The Gourmet Delight Display. This display showcases your culinary creations like precious jewels. Whether it's a scone whispering secrets from the Earl Grey Gardens or a tart recounting adventures from the Chai Spice Trails, each piece promises a journey of visual delight and fancy. And it also has 12 swatches, but I can't set it on this table. So, well, there's 8 here. So, can I put... I can only put 1 on here. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So if you take a look at these, I think they match the ones behind. That one's mostly white, but this one's got like the mint green and gold. And then that's a pink and gold, yellow, and a very bright gold on that one. Pink and blue, white, solid black, and then we've got a gray one, a teal and pink one, white and light blue, and black and gold. So those are those ones. And then let's take a look at this, the Flora Flourish stand. The Flora Flourish stand lets your plants strut their stuff with swirls of style, ideal for Sims who want their greenery to be the talk of the town. This stand creates the ultimate leafy showcase. And this has 10 colors. So, I'm just going to put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Whoa! I always forget to let go of shift for that. Alright, so let's take a look at the colors on this one. I wish I'd left more space because I can't really see the ones in the back quite as well. Alright, so again we have a couple of different colors of the foliage here of the ferns. But it's some ferns and some draping plants here. So we've got a black one, and then that's kind of a dark grayish green color back here. And then this one is kind of, I thought it was this color at first, but it's got a little bit more of a pinkish hue to it. And we've got the light mint green and the darker green here. We've got pink and white and like a brass color. And then these two look like they're like aged. I don't know if it's that they're supposed to look like they're aged naturally or painted like that. But this one's white with some kind of coppery colors showing through. And this one is light green with some coppery colors showing through. So those are the plants. And next we have the fountain, the Petal Paradise Fountain. Embrace tranquility and elegance in your Sims' lives with the Petal Paradise Fountain, where every droplet is a note in nature's symphony. Cascading streams whisper secrets to blooming petals as they dance in harmony. I'm going to put these over here because they are kind of big. Hello, Monica. All right, so we've got 10 of these. So yeah, these are 3x3. They're kind of big. Ah, I did that again. Okay. Let's leave a bit of a space this time. Alright, so let's take a look at these ones. So these look like they're the same colors as that fern plant that we just looked at. Or like the base. Well, I imagine if you had them together, the foliage would match too. Like, what's the pink one got? Oh, no. That one here is the same color as that one. Okay. But anyways, these are the colors we have. So we have like the black and then this kind of dark green. Greenish gray. And we have like a light bronze. The mint green. The darker green. Bright pink. White. Bronze, and then these two worn looking ones. Next we have a rug. Okay. And it says Botanical Bliss Rug. Lay down the Botanical Bliss This is hard to say. Lay down the Botanical Bliss Rug and watch your garden become a hot spot for tea and tantalizing tales. And there are 10 colors of this. It's also fairly large. Ah, I'll zoom way out. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. So we have this like beige and white one. And then we have one with a flowered print that matches that really well. And we have a lavender striped one. And we have the blue and orange pattern. And then we've got a light blue and cream. Oh, I need one more rug. Okay. And then we've got the pink with roses. And then we've got like a silvery gray one with a nice scroll pattern. And then we've got another rose one, but this one's more of a white one with blue details. And we've got a pink one and a mint green one. And I need one more. And this one is a red flower pattern with a solid red middle. It's like this one, I think. That's the closest one. So there we go. Those are all of the rugs. I have one wall item. I'll take a look at that one last. So we have parasols. So there's 12 parasols here. And this is another big item. Okay, just a few more of these. This wall needs to move somewhere else. Oh, that didn't work. There, I'll just put it over there for now. Okay, so let's take a look here at these parasols. So we have the yellow and white striped ones, and they've got nice little tassels on them and a scalloped edge. It's a very nice parasol. It kind of looks like one that would go with an outdoor dining table. So we've got a flowered one, and we've got the purple stripes, and we've got the blue and the orange. And we've got the pink and white flowers. We've got this pattern. We've got the silver pattern there. And then we have the light blue with the flowers, like that one. And then we've got this one that matches that. And we've got the light green flowered pattern as well. And then this one is kind of peachy with like red and teal tassels. I think it's supposed to match that. I thought it had a weird graphical glitch, but I think it was just the angle I was at made it look longer on that side. Oops, this one. And then this is the last one. And this is just the last one is the plain one. It's just a plain cream with a gold trim on it. And then we have the Secret Garden Trellis, where vines play hide and seek and flowers stage a dazzling show. For both dreamers and schemers, this trellis turns any backyard into your own secret garden. And there's 12 different ones of these. So I'm going to line these up along here. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so for the colors, so we have two of this kind of bronzy colored one with different colored flowers, and then we have two of the light green ones with pink and yellow flowers, and then we have a dark green one, and we have a pink one and a blue one and a yellow one and a white one with blue flowers, a white one with pink flowers, a black one with yellow flowers, and a black one with red flowers. So this one is not quite as 3D as some of the other things. The leaves are actually flat if you get them at the right angle. But because they're at different angles, they don't look as flat. But the roses kind of look like they're made of paper. So it looks nice from a distance though, but close up it's not as nice. And let's take a look at the speaker, which has 11 swatches. Okay. Okay. So this speaker, I think it's supposed to be an outdoor speaker, so I think it should be okay with it raining. Is that right? Yeah. So we have a lot of the standard rock colors. We have like a light gray, kind of a brown, a light brown, kind of a grayish brown, slate blue, reddish brown, and then we have like light green, pink, dark red, black, and white. And they seem to have kind of a marble texture on some of them. I'm not sure if it's lighting or if it's actually, it might just be shadows. And I think those actually would probably match some of the other ones in the game. So let me just take a look here. Base game. And I want to take a look at outdoor plants, rocks. So this is a base game rocks. It has white and black. And then it has... So that one here, that looks like it's the same as that. Dark gray would kind of look like that one. We've got like an orangey one, sort of like that. The slate gray one, kind of like that bluish one. And then we have another brown one. And then also the dark red. So and like these other ones that are base game that don't have as many colors. They have like the blue gray one here. That one kind of looks like it might match this one. And then we've got the dark red and black. So these actually do look like they would match some of the base game rocks. Not too badly. Pool objects, and there's another kit I want to take a look at. Thought it was in here. Oh, let's take out the base game ones. There they are. Oh, it won't let me place it. But these are the same. This is the same color, so. So this looks like a lot of the same colors too. So that's just kind of a comparison of some of the other rocks. There we go. So we have one more item. Let's take out Riviera Retreat, go back to objects by function, and this one, which goes on a wall, and this is a light. And how many of these are there? 10. All right, so let's take a look at these ones. So we've got a black one. And then we've got the dark green. It's kind of the brassy, light green, dark blue green, bright pink, white, kind of a bright brassy color. And then we have the two worn looking colors here. So those match again with these plants and the fountains. So those are the lights, and if we just set this to evening, they give off a fair bit of light, actually. So And I think those are all the objects. So let's go into live mode and let's take a look. Our fountains are working here. We can put on, I don't know, backyard. Whoa. Well, that, I'll worry about that later. So with the fountains, we can toss in a coin. Make a bunch of this stuff heirloom. This works as radio, which we've already looked at. Most of these we can just make heirloom. So we can make tea. And then these we can grab a snack. So that's the tea tray, or sorry, what do they call this? It's a dessert tray. And then this one we can also grab a snack. And so it's anything that's on there. So we have like minty mocha cupcake, classic vanilla cupcake, chocolate chip cookies, chocolate cake, carrot cake cupcake, butterscotchman cupcake, black and white cookies, baked chocolate mousse, white cake, the baconing cupcake, super chocolate Tummer's Bomb cupcake. I don't know what that one is. Strawberry fizzy cupcakes, strawberry cake, and red velvet cupcake. So lots of options on that. And then this is a buffet table. So serve an assortment. So where are you? You're coming. Okay. So we have an assortment of food here on the buffet table with this thing in the middle. Yeah, this serves 7 items. So that's, I guess, the only spot you could put something. Everywhere else is full. And that is everything for this kit. She never grabbed a cupcake, though. Let's grab a snack, please. And I wanted you to grab some tea. All right. So we have our tea here so we can see what the teacups look like. So the teacups look a lot like the lids on the teapot, it looks like. So, okay. So that is everything with this kit then. All the doors, all the windows. Let's go up 1 floor so we can see all the windows. And just everything, everything laid out here. All right, well, that's it for today. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like, and if you're new here, you can click on the bell for notification of more videos. I'm planning on doing the same thing for the 2 kits that are coming out in just 2 weeks. At least that's my plan. Sometimes things happen. I have kids that are in school, and sometimes things don't go according to plan. But anyways, it's time for me to go, so I will see you next time. Bye!